Robert Mueller, the FBI director and special counsel who investigated the Russia collusion story, has died. He was 81 years old. Chief Congressional Correspondent Chad Bergram joins us once again from Capitol Hill with a bit of perspective. Chad.
Good afternoon, Kevin. Well, he was the nation's 6th FBI director. He served under President George W. Bush and then President Obama. And of course, he became the director of the FBI just a couple of days before 9/11. But what people remember him most for, as you say, was that investigation into alleged Russian collusion into President Trump. He found no evidence of influence by Russia directly into this inquiry and said that he did not find a Russian conspiracy. But there was a very interesting, widely watched, tens of millions of people tuned in on July 17th, 2019, when he appeared before 2 committees in the House of Representatives to, talk about his report. And he was pressed repeatedly in that hearing whether or not he thought that the president had committed a crime. And he said he had no evidence of that. And a lot of people, if you read between the lines of the fabled Mueller report, thought that he had kind of given the House of Representatives and politicians here on Capitol Hill a trail of breadcrumbs, kind of recommending impeachment, which you might remember then later that summer, just a month later, that's when the House Democrats, they started their impeachment inquiry of President Trump, which culminated in his impeachment and an impeachment trial where he was exonerated. That was in early 2020. So Robert Mueller, he's still in the news today. In fact, the House Oversight Committee just issued a subpoena for him a couple of months ago regarding the Epstein files. His family said he cannot come to testify because he was in poor health. He has been suffering from Parkinson's disease. So Robert Mueller, dead at the age of 81. We asked Mark Warner, the top Democrat on the Intelligence Committee from Virginia just a couple of moments ago, what he thought about this, and he said, "I'll have to think about that." Back to you, Kevin.
Chad, I made mention to you in the break, for those who are unaware, Bob Mueller was well regarded on both the right and the left at various stages within his career, a long, distinguished career of service in this city and in this country, and it only became political late in his life.
Well, I talked about him becoming the FBI director just around the time of 9/11 and participating in those prosecutions and investigations. And that's something that was a very volatile time in the country, and he was regarded very well in that time frame.
The great Chad Bergram for us on Capitol Hill. Chad, as always, thank you for your perspective. We appreciate it.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.